Welcome along to Robins TV Extra Time as we look back on Bristol City hosting Millwall in the Sky Bet Championship. Wasn't the result for City. They fell down to a 1-0 defeat at home to the Lions. We're going to take a look back at all the analysis and stats from the game. Joe Bennell alongside me for this one. And as we have a look at the stats for that one, Joe, it was a game that I think on another day City probably should win.
Absolutely. I mean, they say the stats don't lie, but 67% possession, particularly first half, it felt like we had a lot of possession. I don't think Millwall offered a huge amount, other than the goal, a couple of chances which led up to their goal. I think we were actually relatively comfortable, whilst not making that many clear-cut chances up until the final flurry at the end. It was a bit of a flat afternoon, but the stats certainly suggest probably a better performance or a better game.
Yeah, the only one there is obviously shots on target for Millwall, but I think 3 or 4 of those shots of those 6 come in one kind of frame that lead up to the goal that we'll see in a minute.
Exactly.
But yeah, overall, I mean, you look at expected goals, possession, a day that City will have wanted more than a point, more than nothing out of that.
I think so. I think Millwall were there to be beaten. I think their tactics they played today were get men behind the ball. The statistic there you'll note is fouls, 18 fouls. They certainly committed a lot of fouls today, broke up play, tried to stop us playing. It was kind of that sort of slow game, came in fits and starts. We had a couple of moments early on, second half, towards the end, typically after the changes we made. But overall, quite a flat performance, I would say.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you speak about those lively moments. One of them came really early on. City made quite a bright start, and Gerhard Struber would have been quite happy with just the style of play, the link-up that he was seeing early.
Well, it was reminiscent of Portsmouth last week when we were moving the ball really well. That came across the back line, into the midfielder, back out to Vyner. He pulls to the front man, drops off, sets off play, through. And that is textbook, if you like, what you call in within football circles, up, back and through. And as you can see, opened him up. It was another corner. We actually started relatively well, and that pressure turned into quite a few corners, which we didn't really capitalise on.
Yeah, there was a ball from Alex Mehmeti as well that Reece could have got on the end of, and then it goes to about half an hour in, and there's more really good link-up play for City. There seemed to be a little bit more space in that first half, just through the midfield for the Robins today.
I thought they did really well midfield-wise. I think we just let ourselves down in the final third. So up into the point where we got almost to the penalty box, it just broke down. Thereafter, we didn't threaten in terms of a shot on goal. Didn't make the keeper make a save. Partly down to the fact that, again, this is a common theme, but Mill had a lot of bodies in the box. Even there, the ball looks like it's going to fall through. Keeper's committed, and I think it was Cooper, their captain, who gets back and manages to clear his line. It was very, very much like that all afternoon, really.
Yeah, Cooper involved in several blocks all day, really, kind of leading by example, I think, for Millwall. And then Emile Reece managed to show some really quick feet on the byline in that first half. And again, he kind of creates half a chance. There's not really an end product, and too many Millwall bodies once more.
Exactly, yeah. He showed some good feet. You'll see it as it comes up here. Goes out wide. A good touch, a nice run forward, and if you just watch it here, he doesn't give up on it, which is great. And this bit here, nice little chop, gets himself in a good position, and that there just breaks down. No threat really on goal. You just wonder, kind of waiting for something to happen. I think he's better off just pulling the trigger or hitting it hard across the box, which is what Mehmeti did. He put that chance across the goal early on. And I think there he probably should have done the same. You
look there, there's only about 2 City options and about 7 Millwall players around him. There's just not really an angle for the cross that he was looking for.
No.
So 0-0 at half-time then, and then into the second half. Millwall, it was who took the lead about just after the hour mark. And City give this one away. And it's interesting that it's a goal that you can kind of see coming before it happens.
Yeah, I think it's as much as our fault, if you like, as it was to Millwall's good play. They do break quite quickly. Here we are in the midfield. And if we just stop it now... So we've won the ball back. Okay, it's gone into Dickey, who's, again, out of position. You see him here. So this is Dickey here, just in the middle. He's rolled it through to Mehmeti, who should really be securing the ball there. Whilst this is going on, you've got Neto, who's just making that run forward. In my opinion, I think he's gone too early. That ball clearly is not secure there. and we'll just roll it on now. You'll see it breaks down, and look at all that space there on that far side, and he's literally calling for the ball, crying out for it. Takes a great touch into the box, a great shot, another good shot. And we were just discussing prior I think it falls to a midfielder there, quite a young midfielder at Millwall, who makes the right decision at the right time to set it back to his fellow striker, who can then finishes really well. But for me, as good as their goal and the shots were, I think it was disappointing the fact that we overloaded too early. And I think when they break that down and watch it again, I think Neto will think, actually, I need to hold my run until we're in good possession.
Yeah, so City contributing a little bit to their own downfall, and just that kind of one moment of quality that we had all game comes from Millwall. Really composed layoff and a fine finish.
Exactly that. Yeah, to have 3 shots in quick succession. As I said, they didn't have many shots on target today, but they had 3 there. Vitek stood up really well. I thought 2 good saves. Had another good game. Can't really fault him for the third save, which I think Sykes was on the line there, which almost got in his way a little bit, because he sort of goes to make and it was just point blank. Couldn't do anything about it.
City then made changes. Armstrong and McCrory came on, and then a really dominant spell for the Robins over about 10 minutes. Several chances that we'll look through here, and you thought maybe that was the moment that they should get their equaliser.
Well, I think the game was, as I said, it was a little bit flat, and he made the changes, and there we go. That's Dickie's chance where it just falls to him. That was from the long throw-in. It was just another time where they had bodies on the line. Today, Millwall always seemed to have that player in the way, blocking what seemed to be goal-bound and almost certainly a goal if the block's not there.
Yeah, it's kind of a right time, right place kind of defensive performance from Millwall, really.
Yeah, so I think that was their tactics today, that they were just going to sit in. I mean, this here is Mehmeti at his best. Sucks in 2 players, delivers a great ball, and I just think Reece, I'd expect him to score. A couple of yards out, good contact from the side foot, would surely be a goal there. Whether he takes his eye off it, I'm not sure, but it was a great chance.
Yeah, kind of quiet afternoon for Anis Mehmeti, but he's capable of that, and it was just begging to be put home at the back post.
Well, Struber made his substitutions, left him on, and that's why you leave him on, because he creates those chances. Again, another long throw in there, and again, it just didn't fall to us. It was a day today where it didn't, or certainly at this stage, didn't quite fall to us. Another day, it could have just been a tap in, and we could be looking at all these clips and seeing 2 or 3 goals. But no, sadly today, it just didn't quite fall for us.
Neto Borges there, just swinging the left boot, and I think he actually goes over the top of the ball almost, which pretty much sums it up for City today.
Well, exactly, and again, another day, literally, I could have scored that, on another day. Literally a toe punt into the goal, past the goalkeeper, but it felt like it wasn't going to be one of those days. Despite, we made the changes, they were positive, we came on top of it, we had a couple of good spells, I'd say. Early 10 minutes, and then late on as well.
Yeah, so it fell a little bit flat again after that. Perhaps even we thought in here that the game might have been gone. And then Ross McCrory, it's all about him in injury time. First off, he absolutely leathers this ball, and this is a superb stop.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's, I remember last year he scored some really, really crucial goals for us, and I thought this was another one. Nothing else, puts his laces through the ball. I mean, the keeper must be so unsighted here.
Yeah, Crocombe it is, who gets down low, and you can see the immediate reaction from his teammates tells you all you need to know, really.
Yeah, exactly that. But don't forget, this is sort of 90 minutes. He's not had a huge amount to do, not many saves to make, if you like, and to get down and react as he did, particularly that was nestling to the bottom corner. And again, felt like a scratch record, but it just felt after that it wasn't going to be our day.
Yeah, we thought that was it. It wasn't quite, because there was still one more moment of drama. Ross McCrory involved again and given offside for this, which was proven by the replay to be comfortably onside.
Yeah, and that I'm afraid has cost us a really valuable point. It was a great diagonal cross, field pass, which McCrory, you can see there. I mean, he's perfectly in line, and I mean, Linesman's looking across it. I mean, that's really, really has cost us. And Vyner, a fabulous finish.
It's actually a brilliantly worked goal. You know, I mean, we talk about what Ross McCrory brings, that aerial threat, the ability to make those back post runs. And Zach Vyner, what a finish that is.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I think Ross he's committed, he's strong, he's powerful, he's fantastic in the air, and he's sort of player, if I was a left-back, you wouldn't want him coming across you. I mean, there was another clip later on where I think the left-back's almost concussed, where Ross has won a header, got up, I think it might have been a foul. He's a very physical player, but you also got that quality where you saw on the finish, but also sets one up there with the diagonal, which is so difficult to defend against because he's got the run, right? He's running up, so he's getting the jump on the defender, perfectly directed header down, and a finish off Vyner, which, I mean, any striker would be proud of. Just really disappointing that that's been disallowed when clearly on the replay there's nothing wrong with it.
Chalked off then, and Millwall, who did defend very well in that second half, take all 3 points back to London with them. City next in action then against Leicester City on Wednesday. Leicester, of course, just started to pick up form. They won 3-1 away at Derby today. That's another tough run out for Gerhard Struber's men.
Yeah, it seems Leicester starting to find their form a little. As you said, a good win at Derby, 3-1. They're going to be no easy game, of course, in the Championship. It'll be interesting to see what Struber does in terms of with his personnel. I think he'll probably look to freshen things up again. Games are going to be coming thick and fast. But the good thing is he's got some options. And listen, it wasn't a bad performance today. Wasn't their best performance. I think they'd just be a little bit disappointed we haven't come away with certainly a point, if not more.
Yeah, so not to be then for Bristol City today. They're going to look to put things right on Wednesday. Leicester City are the visitors to Ashton Gate, and we've got all the action here on Robins TV. Kickoff is 7:45, and we are live from 7:15 with all the build-up.